Hi, thanks for joining me. Wanted to talk to you today about the opportunities that we've had with our properties over the last 12 months with some good growth and the equity that we now have in those properties and how we can make that equity work for us. I guess I go to lots of barbecues and you go to social functions and you hear people talk all the time. How can I buy an investment property, or how can I buy the next investment property? And to be able to save up a deposit is hard work. We hear that in the news all the time, especially for our first home buyers and kids coming into the market, how hard it is to get that deposit together. How do we keep doing it? Well, that's called equity. So as markets grow and the housing markets grow, what we want to do is take advantage of that growth and use and re-borrow from that equity to help us buy again. Of course, I preface that by saying all of the debt that we take on we must have the ability to service, and we've spoken about on a recent podcast and video about the importance of serviceability versus affordability and the difference between the way the bank sees it and what you can actually afford. But there's also some measures around that we can help you with your equity position. So let's just say in Melbourne, across broader Melbourne, and of course there's areas within areas, it was reported that in 2013 there was about 10.5 to 12% growth. If your property was worth $500,000 at the start of last year, it's now worth $550,000 plus at the end of the year. Now, depending on your loan and what debt you have against that, that's real equity that we can access and use as a potential deposit towards another investment property. Of course, of those with you with bigger portfolios and things like that, imagine if you had $1 million or $2 million portfolio that grew at 10% last year, you've just made $100,000 to $200,000. That's more than most people earn in a year, let alone in just your growth in your equity position. So that's a fantastic position to be in. But that's nice. How do we make it work for us? Well, really what we do is we strongly encourage all of our clients at the moment to getting revaluations on their property. And we can arrange that here at Intuitive Finance. So we have access to all our lenders in terms of, one, their facilities, two, we do some assessment or analysis on where we may or may not go in terms of your new or your existing debts, and then we can order a valuation up front, work out what your equity position is now, and then from there look to borrow to use that to go forward and hopefully be able to assist you buy either that first, the second, or whatever number that next investment property is. Of course, we have some great networks that we can refer you to for buyer's agency and things like that are experts in their fields that pride themselves on helping you outperform the market as well by buying in the right places. So anyone out there that's sitting and thinking, can I buy another property? Should I buy another property? How do I get my place valued? Call us here at Intuitive Finance on 03 9598 8544, or of course you can go to our website at intuitivefinance.com.au. Send us an inquiry. We'd be more than happy to talk to you about what you have now, what you're looking to get in the future, and just how we can help you and show you by getting your properties revalued and how we can make that equity work for you. We pride ourselves in of course helping our clients save money in terms of interest rates, but the real benefit is the way we show clients how they can make money by using their equity and borrowing to buy more investment property that in the long term will hopefully outperform and enable you to sit back one day and then just enjoy living off your property portfolio. I hope you found that interest. I'd love to speak to you out there. Anyone that thinks they might be in a position to have their properties revalued, really, all of us have. Melbourne went up between 10 and 12%. Sydney went up around 15%. Brisbane is about to enter a growth phase. So depending on where your property is, Perth has had a very good run of late. Depending where your property is, I'd encourage you to give us a call. We can access lenders and valuations across all of those markets. So give us a call here. We'd love to be able to help you buy that next property. Have a great night.
Remember, iPhone, iPad and Android users, get in quick and download your free copy of the Intuitive Finance app. It's a great resource for property hunters with all of your tools, calculators, news feeds, learning resources, and podcasts right in the palm of your hand. Just search for Intuitive Finance in the iTunes Store or the Google Play Store.